today the topic is we are going to look at the vision of future retail and how technology is going to enable. So first of all, I'd like to thank the panel members taking time to participate. If you look at what's happening in the retail industry, as we first beginning of the day from morning till now, a lot of speakers talked about a lot of sessions, how technology is impacting the business and how you are able to differentiate your business. I want to take a step back and look at how in the retail industry specifically, some of the key technology innovations which is driving. So first is, we looked at internet, social media and network, mobility. But this is predominantly driven by consumers are demanding the service and expecting the level of service which is driving the retailers to react. Now the other area is the younger generation of consumers are looking for a level of service and convenience which is predominantly based on the technology. It is not the traditional model where you walk into the store or you go to the high street and there are a series of shops and you go one after another, browse the product, you pick and you decide which you want to buy. Instead of that, they are looking for a different level of experience virtually through different channels and more personalized. And so what we wanted to discuss today is that, so how do we leverage technology to deliver that kind of service? So the first question I have for the panelists is, how do you visualize the retail from 2 to 3 years from now, from your industry perspective, vertical?
Yeah, hi. I think the whole dynamics is changing very, very fast, as you rightly said. I mean, gone are the days when you were to open a store and get the right assortment and the right product into the store for the consumer to walk in and make a purchase. The complete paradigm is getting changed with technology and, the new innovations that are happening all over. Consumers well informed. He or she exactly knows what he's wanting to buy or make a transaction of. And this is going to become all the more exciting, challenging for retailers like us. The service levels have to be taken to the next level. You have to be able to service the consumer with the right product, right assortment. Omni-channel, I think, is going to be the key as we progress in the overall retail arena.
Okay, so this morning we heard a lot many of speakers speaking about various technology initiatives or various new technologies which can play a disruptive role in retail. I think Mr. Agarwal probably threw us quite a few new technologies, and I think it opened up probably more open questions than answers at this point of time. From a department store perspective, I have to say, I think omnichannel is something that is going to be really, really the way that is going forward. I think the gaps between the channels or the way that traditional retail has been seen so far, or at least the retailers have managed in terms of brick and mortar separate, e-com separate, and various other channels separately. I think that line of separation is going to go away. Mobility probably will play a big role. The contribution from mobile channel probably is going to be increasingly high, significantly high as we go. And I think that will also drive some amount of change in terms of the retail formats. Again, based on digital wave, or you talk about new mobile technologies, you might see cases like pop-up stores, which is very, very different than what we have seen, the way the new store rollouts and other things that we have done till now. That entire concept might change altogether with the help of new technologies that are coming in. I think social, again, is something that is going to be extremely key. It is, we see this day in, day out. I think it will play more and more a bigger role in terms of changing the the decision making of the consumer and the customer behavior as such. And I think that also leads to a big opportunity in terms of how analytics can play a role and how big data can come into place. And I think that's one area where, again, lot more of initiative that retailers will have to do. So overall, if you look at it, I think that shift is in terms of the power shift that is happening towards consumers taking more and more control or making more and more power in terms of making the decision as to when to shop, how to shop, where to shop. So that's a key difference that is going to happen.
Thanks, Anil. Shekhar?
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I just think I'll tell you a little story about what was happening when I was watching IPL with my teenage daughter. And it was all going fine, and I was trying to tell her that this is a game that used to be played over 5 days earlier. And I don't know how many of you belong to the 60s or earlier, because certainly that's the era I belong to. And she looked at me and she said, "Papa, were you so jobless? How can you sit and watch a game for 5 days?" So when I look at the consumer trends, I think there are 3 key takeaways for me. One is that the consumer is in a hurry. I think the consumer is restless, in a hurry, they want things fast. The second thing is that we picked this up from the morning discussion. I think consumers are very well informed. Most of the time, they are much more informed than our employees at the store. So they know a lot more, they are well researched, they have an information overload. Whether we like it or not, that's the way it's going to be in the future. And the third important thing, which to my mind I see, is that the consumer, and I say this especially in the emerging markets or the Indian context, the consumer is ready to pay for a differentiated service, or the consumer recognizes value. I think these are 3 key trends that I see shaping the industry up in future. And when I look back, of course, we are in a very non-glamorous business of selling automotive spare parts, unlike my co-panelists here who are into more glamorous things. So I'm all about oil and grease and dirt. But I see that in the future, there is no way you can manage your business without having 2 things. One is enabling through technology to match up with the speed and the information that the consumer has. And I think you need technology to manage that. The other thing that I see is that you need a lot of efficiency and speed on the supply side of things. So there again, technology plays a major part. I think people are no longer ready to wait for 2 days for you to get a product from a place to another. And I keep telling my team members that if you look at some of the e-tailers today,